Here I am, and I'm going to be taking advantage, as it says in the previous video. I am going to be taking advantage of this, which ends in 8 days and 1 hour. So I have a lot to transfer, but it's a transfer transfer candy. So I'm getting rid of any legendaries that I don't need. So I have went through them, checked them, all their IVs. So anyone that I haven't favorited, I need to get rid of. So ledge and dairy, so 344, and I'd say there's loads of them have to go. So let me see. As you can see, there isn't very many of them that I'm keeping. There's only a few favorited there, so not sure how long it's going to take me, but I'm just going to do it in like half-hour segments. So maybe it's going to take me a few days to do this, but if we start off with 344, I'll be able to see how many. Oh no, don't want to appraise it. I want to transfer it. So, excuse me, transfer, yes. Transfer legendary, and there we are, we get 2. So I'm just gonna keep on doing that and just see how far I get. So the other thing that I was doing there was I tried the new Halloween Cup for Battle League, and I went in and I just keep hitting the praise here. It's just so hard to get used to. I did go in to try the Battle League for the new Halloween Cup, and it was an absolute disaster. I used Azimarl. Seriously, how many times am I going to do this? Just see if I've turned that on. No, you can't select that. So, yes, I want to talk about the Battle League. So I went in and used Azimarl. I tried a Crustal. I tried Umbreon. I tried Venusaur. So I didn't do too good. I won 1 out of 4, which I was really happy about winning the one, if you see the video, because near the end I was farming down his Azimarl with my Venusaur, and because I'd done that I got a move up and I was able to take his Drifloon out. So I just went in off the bat because I was busy, and then I hadn't done any research because the amount of Pokemon Go events that there's just an event after an event after an event. So I knew it was coming up. I did say in a previous video that you should really do your research and have the team ready. I didn't. So now when I was sort of Googling different sites to see if anyone has anything up, I can't find anything yet. Oh, PvP 80. Why have I not that favorited? I think I might have a better one, but I'll just keep that just in case I want to use it for a lower league. So I didn't realize how quick I'd be able to do it. There's 344, and there's 29, so there's 15 in 4 minutes. I thought it would take slower than this to do. But yeah, they're going pretty quick there. So I got a top 10 of a website here, but I can't find any. It's giving me 3 teams together. So the Mandibuzz is one. I don't even know what a Mandibuzz is. Okay, I've been playing Pokemon Go now for 4 years. I don't know what a Mandibuzz is. Never heard of it. So I'm gonna have to check it out. But it seems to be number 1. I don't know if these are in order of the top ranked Pokemon for Halloween Cup and Pokemon Go include, so I don't know if they're in order or not, but the Galvantula is 1. Well, sorry, the Mandibuzz has got Air Slash, Foul Play, and Aurelius is the best moves. The Galvantula is Full Switch, Discharge, and Lunge. Now, when I got my ass kicked there in the 5 that I've done, there was 2 or 3 of them matches, and they had got the Galvantula in it, and it seemed to be really good against the ones that I was using. I was using at that time Hunter. I just went in with the Hunter because it was in like a PvP 99, so I think maybe I'll need to just, as I say, just do a bit of research and see what ones that I have. It's pretty good. Shadow Beedrill. I think all them, I keep on praising them, all these ones that I have done, I sort of transferred because I never thought that I'd be using a Shadow Weedle in Battle League, even though it goes into Beedrill. I never really thought that I'd be using them, so I don't even know if I've got it, but I say I'm going to have to do a wee bit of research, check that out, and see what I come up with. So Shadow Beedrill. I do have a good shiny one, which it was at Beedrill Community Day or Weedle Community Day, and what I done was I spent $250,000 maxing out a shiny Beedrill, which I evolved, and it was the first one, I think it was the first shiny that I caught on that community day. I just was with Owen and I says to Owen, I'm just going to max it out, and it was $250,000 Stardust to max out the Beedrill, but I really liked it, and obviously I still got it, like I'll never transfer that, but that's the one where I changed it into a Mega and stuff. But yeah, it cost me $250,000 to do that. So the next one there on the list is Alolan Marowak. So I know that I did get a good Alolan Marowak, but I'm not sure. There's a PvP 89 in that. I'll just leave that one, although it isn't favorited. I'll just leave it. What was I saying there? The Alola Marowak. I know I've got a good one, but I don't know how high the CP is. So this league is 1,500 for this, and it must be going on for, well, I don't know if it's going on for a week or 2 weeks. It's usually 2 weeks these leagues last. So I'll need to check it out, because the Fire Spin, Shadow Ball and Bone Club are pretty good moves, and it is pretty good. I've been up against it before in other leagues. I've never used one, but yeah, they are the bomb. So Azumarill with Bubble, Ice Beam and Play Rough. That's not the moveset I have now, because the moveset I have is Ice Beam and Hydro Pump, because it was recommended before, but that must be for the Great League, for whoever you're up against in that league. But this is the Halloween Cup, which is different because you're only allowed certain types of Pokemon, the Dark, Ghost, must be Grass, Poison, yeah. So there's the Beedrill there. So do you have the Mega Beedrill, Poison Jab, Drill Run, X Scissor. Just concentrate on what I'm transferring here. Yeah, so the Beedrill, sorry, there was a Mawile there, I forgot Mawile is at number 6. A Mawile has Fire Fang, Power Up Punch and Play Rough. Now, I do have a lot of Mawiles. I really like them, and I find it hard to transfer them, so I've only transferred a few of them. And I remember my first one I got was shiny, and yeah, I think they're just awesome looking, like. But Fire Fang, Power Up Punch and Play Rough, I've never used one before for the Battle League, but I'm gonna have to do something, because I really need to lock down on this and just start playing it more. But as I say, there's just that much events going on, and I'm just so busy when I'm not playing this, between work and other stuff that I have to do, that I'm just not getting the time to do it. So Beedrill, Swalot. I never thought I'd be using a Swalot in the Battle League, but there we are. I'm not even sure if I have any. Because something like that, I just look at them and just go, they're just a dex filler, and more than likely have transferred all of them. If not, maybe kept one with a high CP, not necessarily good IVs, but yeah, a Lowland Muck. Now, I didn't have a good Lowland Muck, I remember checking before, but they are really good. That Dark Pulse move has just wiped me out before in the normal Battle League, and Snarl, Dark Pulse and Sludge Wave is what you want for your Alolan Muck. Now there is a lot spawning at the moment, so I caught 2 or 3 the day, and I can't remember if I got good IVs in one of them. I think I kept my high IV one that I did get, but I think it was like 80, or maybe I did transfer it, I cannot remember. But I'm just looking here, yeah, you're still getting 2 for each one, so I have transferred loads there, as you can see. So Frostlass is cracker looking Pokemon, Powder Snow, Avalanche and Shadow Ball. So we're down to 272. It was 334, was it? I started off with 344. So yeah, I'm flying through. I thought it would take longer to transfer these, but I seem to be flying through it, because I was saying to myself I'll do a like a half hour one day, half hour the next day. Yeah, so although this event here, it goes on for another 8 days, so I still have 8 days to do it. This is the Halloween event, is getting you double candies for catching. So if you're using pineapples, you're getting 4 times the amount, and double for transferring. Yeah, so, and the Battle League and the Spotlight are tonight, which I remembered about. I set an alarm on my phone because I forgot the last 2. I actually done it when I was out running, and although I said I forgot, I still participated in it, but we always have a wee competition to see either who gets the most shinies or who does the most catches or the most sort of encounters, something. Just have a wee competition to make it interesting. Last week when I done it, I just thought some sort of Halloween event had started, because there was the wee shubbits everywhere. So so I went to my phone, set a reminder for that, and a reminder for any other things that I see. I put alarms on my phone to remind me to do it, because I have a head like a sieve. So I'm going into another website here to see what else is recommended, and the first one I come to is come on, where are we? Premier Cup. It's talking about is Beedrill. So yes, the first one I was up against was Beedrill, and same again, it's a bug and poison type. Recommended moves: Poison Jab, X Scissor and Sludge Bomb, and it is weak to Fire, Flying, Psychic and Rock. But same again, I just need to get a team that I can remember what swaps out to what. Golbat. Now I do know that I have a good 99.99 Golbat for Battle League. Don't know what CP it is, but I'm almost sure I have Shadow ones as well. It doesn't say to use Shadow ones there, but what am I doing? But just remember, anyone that I was checking for PvP IVs kept coming up 99, so I just thought them all were, so I did transfer any further ones that I've got for that. So the Umbreon, I do have an Umbreon with the special move, but I'm almost sure I maxed that out for another one. But I do have a PvP 81 for the for this league, for the 1500 league, and the other one I use for the other league has got, I got the other move for it is the special move, which is last resort. The, what do you call that? Is it community day move? Yeah, which is last resort. So the recommended moves for this is Snarl, Foul Play, and Last Resort. But I didn't really think that Last Resort was any good when I was using it. But same again, it's who you're up against, and so why is this coming up? Trade. And pray is, no, that's no good. I'd have two really good ones then. So although that seemed a good Pokemon, I'm still trading it. I'm keeping that Metalhead there. What do you call him? I said, why am I doing this? I keep on. What do you call Metalhead? Registeel. I don't have very many of them, and sometimes you can use one of them in the Battle League, although it's terrible IVs. It still does alright. And there's a few where when I switched into it, people have just gave up because they just thought, I'm not going along with this here where you're just battling for ages and getting nowhere. So there's Mawile. It's been mentioned again. The same as that Azumarill has been mentioned again. So let me see what it says about that Azumarill moveset, because I says that I had Ice Beam and Hydro Pump. So I don't know if I've just picked them for myself or have they been recommended to me. But in this recommended moves is Bubble Fast, Hydro Pump, Play Rough, and Ice Beam. So that's different from that other website where I give a different move set. So as in my weaknesses, Electric, Grass, and Poison. Yeah, because that Alolan Muck, whenever it was up against me, was, oh, I don't know about them Palkias. I don't have very many of them, but there's an 84.7 one. I know, oh, I might get a lucky one of them. I'll just flick through here to see. No, it would have been more recent than that. For my Palkia, so I will not transfer that Palkia at the moment because I don't really know what's good. 84.7, let me see. How pretty is this? That's 2, 3. I thought I had a really good one. No, and there's my Purified Mewtwo, which people are saying shouldn't have done that, but I don't know. So the Mawile, and there's my Purified Zapdos as well. Seriously, Gary, what are you thinking? There's a Groudon, has to go to the bin. So the Mawile moveset is Fire Fang, Power Punch, Play Rough, and Iron Head. Now Iron Head is a Dialga move, so yes, it is a pretty good move. So anytime I'm fighting Dialga in that league, I always swap to, sometimes it takes a while to get that Iron Head up, but I swap to the Altered Giratina, and it seems to do alright because the Dragon move is good against the Dragon in the Dialga, and the Shadow Claw, is it? Dragon Claw gets up really fast, so yeah, but if you get hit with an Iron Head, it does do loads of damage. Yeah, so Iron Head is a good move. Now, Drift Blim? I don't know if it's a typo or not. I always call it Drift Flim. Don't know. My head could be lit again, but Ghost and Flying type. Recommended moves: Hex, Icy Wind, and Shadow Ball. That's the moves I do have for mine, but I'm almost sure mine is bigger than the 1500 CP. I'm almost sure I used it for that middle league, so it's up to 2500. But after catching some Driflims there, I think I've got a few that I checked for the Battle League, so hopefully it is. Why is this? It's a high. See, it must be weather boosted when I caught it. Zekrom. Now, why is that favorited? Let me see. Ah, you can see that's well better. Yeah, so this is going to the bin. So yeah, Driflim, I'll need to check out what I've got. A lot of Marowak mentioned again. Reshiram Dad. Reshiram, and that. Oh, this here. Let me see. What has it got on here? So there's that one. Well, if Owen's named the Dad, I don't want to transfer that. And he goes, where's that one I named? Yeah, and it's saying there for PvP, so I really don't know. That's a Shadow Anti, which I'm not transferring, so that's going. And I really don't know what this is all about. It says PvP. I really don't know. I'm going to have to check them other Reshirams out as well. Turkion I'm not getting rid of because that's the only one I have. Although they're coming up in the next sort of events. There's that, the Cobanian, and the one we don't have, Virizion, is coming up, so that'll be really, really good. Giratina 1888, I do have a good one of them, so there's another 2 candies you can go for. Yep, and here we're back on another roll. So I need to go into another website here, and we'll see what else it's recommending. Don't know if I've already been on that, forgot to. Say the names of where I was, what website I was in, so I'd remember what one I've already been through. So let me see, this is, no, that's that same one I was through. They're all favorited. That Mewtwo can go. So 212. That's over 100 I've done, isn't it? Wasn't it 433 or 334? Maybe it was 334. So there's over 100 I've transferred there now. So let me see. There's a wee anti can go. I'm just trying to get some more things up in this other phone to check about the Battle League. Oh, here's something else. Now let me see. Oh, there we are. So I'm not leaving myself very many. We always do a special trade every day, so I'm not sure if I started off this video with a special trade. No, I didn't. I started off the Battle League video with a special trade, so we didn't know. As usual, I forgot, and it was 2 minutes to midnight, and Ethan says, "I've done a special trade," and I'm like, seriously, I forgot again. So with 2 minutes, and he says he wanted to trade a Meltan, which is a special trade. We traded it, and it was absolute disaster. As in, it wasn't any good. So I don't have many of them, so I'm not trading. I'm not transferring that. Suicune W2. Yeah, so I'm just looking through this other one, and it's still saying about the Azumarill for that. The Gavantula, as we mentioned again, so I think every website I go to is mentioned Azumarill, Gavantula, Beedrill. Oh, Giovanni, that's a good one there. There we are. Venusaur, oh, is this giving me a team? Is it finally giving me a team here? So yes, I do want to transfer. Yep, so a team is saying here is Venusaur, which has Vine Whip, Frenzy Plants, and Sludge Bomb, with Victory Bell, oh maybe it's just grass types, you couldn't have 3 grass types. Victory Bell with Razor Leaf, Leaf Blade, Acid Spray. Shiftry with Snarl, Leaf Blade and Foul Play. Mawai has been mentioned again. So this here, how long have we been doing this? 25 minutes. I said I was going to go for half an hour a day until these were done. But this has definitely given me a whole lot of room to do this event tomorrow night. You see, I usually do it when I'm running. When I'm out of run, I am catching the Pokemon and I need to evolve them as I'm running, which can be a bit tricky. But you're just evolving anything. One did get mixed up and before I thought that you only could evolve the ones that you were catching on that day, like tomorrow's Duskull. So you thought you only could evolve Duskull, so you can just evolve anything, but there will be more Duskull spawns, so I do think there's going to be a lot of shinies. I think there's a really good high chance you will get a shiny. PvP 89 for that one. Oh my goodness. My arm is dead the way I was holding that phone. So a load of Marowak with Fire Spin, Bone Club and Shadow Ball. So yeah, it's been mentioned again, so I'm really going to have to do a wee bit of research tomorrow. Wormadam? I don't even know what that is. Wormadam Trash Cloak? What? Confusion, Ironhead and Bug Buzz? I don't even know what it, I've never even heard of it. It looks like one of them Timmy names. I don't know. If you know what it is, you know what it is. There's a few named PvP. I can't really what April is this? What are these from 2018? Now why would I so there's a PvP 94 for that. There's some of them there I was a wee bit dubious. Yeah, it definitely has to go about doing. But yeah, I would have done them all in one go. Right, it's hard. Imagine transferring a Mewtwo. I thought that would have been not heard of. No, I won't, because I'll definitely trade that one. Is it traded? It's already traded. So I have to transfer it. That's what I'm saying. See, doing this and you're keeping these for ages and they're just taking up room. You're never going to use them. So there's just that much stuff that sort of builds up over ages. See, there's a Registeel 91. It's 1386. It's really, really good to use that. So Lugia, it's going to the bin. So yeah, we're in 28 minutes here. Let me see, have I far to go through? So I'm on the Articuno just before the Sierra Regis there. Yeah, I'll just finish off here and just make it just one video. Yeah, I was going to do 2, but it shouldn't take me much longer. So yeah, Duskull tomorrow night. I really can't wait. Because I want shinies and I want all the XP, and yeah, I think it'd be a really good for XP. So there, as I say, there's loads of events happening in Pokemon Go Land, and it is getting a wee bit hard to keep up with because there's 1 AM now, and I have to get up for work at 7, and I just needed to get this done, and this is the only time I could do it. But now I have to try and run and evolve tomorrow, which is a wee bit nerve-wracking sometimes, but if you know the route where you're going. But you see, between that time 6 and 7 it's starting to get dark now, so it can be a wee bit tricky. But yeah, whenever I'm comparing myself to Owen, we have a wee competition for the amount that we see. So we done the sort of encounters. So I got cut off again there because once again I run out of space for recording, because see, when you do all these videos together and there's just so much happening that yeah, I just had to delete a whole pile of stuff there which I already had uploaded, which I hadn't deleted off. So 100 gig away, and I will finish this off as quick as I can, because I don't like going over the half-hour mark, but I just wanted to get this all done in one go. So you can see I started off with 300 and I'm almost sure it was 334, and we will see how many I am left with. Well, there's 154, so nearly 200 legendaries I am transferring, which is a bit nuts, but same again, they just sit here and they don't get used, so I might as well get double candies for them. We do trade whatever we can, but you know, I will catch more, and usually just trade the recent ones that I have anyway, because that's the ones that you're wanting to get a good one off, so it's the ones you're focusing on. So there we are. Let me see, why is this here? And it's one from 2017. It's one of the original ones. Same again. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna keep that to try. I'm gonna definitely trade that one. So I cut a few there, but yeah, they have got stars at them. Don't know why. 148. I'll probably, same again, one day I'll go through them. So I did start off with, I'm almost sure it was 334. So I'm trying to work out what that is. There's 148. So 334 minus 148 equals 186. So there we are. There is 186 legendaries transferred, but nuts. Yeah, so what I got, 372 candies in total for that. So yeah, that's all them done, and you can see there I have 3245 space, so I have loads of space now to play with. And there's a wee Cubone that I got tonight in the house. And yeah, why is this Darkrai still here? So if I went into legendary, why is it coming up here? Is Darkrai not legendary? Darkrai. Is Darkrai a mythical? Right. I have. Yeah, I wouldn't have checked them out, so I need to check them out. That's what I was wondering. So check this out. No, okay, so that's me. I'm just getting distracted now, and I will see you guys for another Battle League video or some other video when I have sorted out, well, it'll be Spotlight Hour. I'll see you guys at, and have to check this out. And here's the wee Duskull, which is going to be on the Spotlight Hour, which I'll see you guys in about, if it's 1 o'clock now, and it's happening at 16, which is now 15 hours it starts. I'll see you guys then. Bye.